Hi guys, Matt Hancock's here. Thank you for tuning into this second video. Basically what we're going to talk about is the 21-day fat flush system in more detail. So we're going to give you a little bit of information regarding my own background and how this whole program has come about, and more details what it actually involves. Essentially guys, this 21-day program came about purely by an experiment. Alright, now I'm not sat in a lab with loads of pills and potions or anything like that, but what I mean is we run 12, it's very successful, results driven 12-week programs at my results-based studio in Harrogate. And what we wanted was to find a way of getting similar results to what these guys were getting, but in a shorter space of time. So if people were looking, if they were going on holiday and wanted to get in shape quickly before the holidays, or they had a photo shoot, or they had an event coming up, then we wanted to kind of say, yeah, we'll do this 21-day program, follow this protocol, and we guarantee you get the weight off. So we put I put something together using some of the best parts of my 12-week programming, and the results were so good I had to throw it together as a system, and that's what this essentially is. It's the launch of my new 21-day fat flush system. So let me give you a little bit of information about my background. I've basically been in the industry now for 19 years, and I've had a personal training business for over 10. Of those 10 years, 7 years I've had a personal training studio. And when I first started out all those years ago, I mainly set myself off as an athletic conditioning coach. I come from a sports science background, and so I worked with a lot of semi-pro, pro athletes and recreational athletes, mainly football and athletics, but designing periodized programming for certain events, or pre and post rehab, or pre-season stuff. So, and I thoroughly enjoyed that part of my career, and I got known very quickly for being the go-to person if you want to get fit as quickly as possible. I could get people fit. I kept people motivated through some really good exercise methodology, and that's really built up a huge client list in a short period of time. The thing is, the majority of my clients started coming to me for weight loss. And when I first started out, I kind of just treated them the same. So I would give them I'd be 100% committed to giving them the best exercise that they could ever do. And really kind of what happened was I got a little bit frustrated, and they got a little bit frustrated. And what I mean by that is, they were essentially here for weight loss. Yeah, they were happy that they got fit, but when we got on those scales, that was the telling time whether I'd been successful with them or not. And what was happening is they'd get on the scales and it wouldn't really budge. And they were training with me 2 or 3 times a week, and you think, oh my god, they're paying this money and I'm not getting a result. And they'd be quite happy that they were fit, but I think if you look a little bit deeper, then essentially they wouldn't be happy because they're paying for you. They were paying me to get slim, and I wasn't providing that. And so, not being a PT who would quite happily take the money and not get someone a result, I absolutely threw myself into education. So I wanted to gain as much knowledge as I could about nutrition, because what I quickly found out is that nutrition is 80% of your weight loss goal. So you can be fit, but you'll be fat unless you look at your diet. Okay, you can't out-train a poor diet. And so I started working with some of the leading nutritionists, fit pros and wellbeing coaches around Europe, and over the last couple of years have really come out with some amazing protocols that are now getting results for fat loss. And I've become recognised as one of the leading fitness and fat loss experts in the UK. I have one of the leading results-based studios in the UK, which we launched a year ago, and I'm now consulting other PTs and studio owners into getting results with their clients. So what we found, the Elevate diet has been developed through years of experience and research. Okay, so I've been involved with it I've been involved in this industry for 19 years. I haven't only just started thinking about nutrition, but I did really go into it heavily in the last couple of years. And essentially, your overall health is a direct reflection of the health of your cells. Your human body is made up of 50 trillion cells, and so that kind of makes perfect sense. And this is the way that a lot of the top nutritionists are now looking at nutrition, in terms of looking at nutrition for health. So the reason we look at cells is that your cells require constant supply of high quality nutrients, both macronutrients, which is fat, protein and carbs, and micronutrients, which is water, vitamins and minerals, in order to function. And what we're finding is that if you fail to give the quantity and quality of these macro and micronutrients, then quite simply the health of the cells becomes compromised. Now, why is this so important? Well, basically, when enough cells in an organ become compromised, then the organ itself becomes compromised. And when the organ is compromised, then you become compromised. Okay, to the degree that your function deteriorates and you become sick. So it is both as simple as complex as that. Healthy cells make healthy tissues, which make healthy organs, which make a healthy body. So we need to be looking at the health of our cells in order to be as healthy as we can possibly be. And you know what you must take from this is that you can be fit and fat, right? We've all been down the gym and seen the guys on the treadmills for 3 hours at a time, but they're all sitting there with love handles and beer guts. Okay, but when's the last time you saw someone who was really healthy be overweight? It doesn't happen, right? If you're healthy, you're gonna be slim. You're gonna have an awesome body. So what's our approach with all this? Well, basically, like it or not, our environment we live in has changed significantly over the years. And basically, on a daily basis, we're now bombarded with toxins. Toxins from foods, for instance, pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, air pollution, drugs in livestock, such as steroids and growth hormones, just with the intensive farming that we're doing now. Not to mention the additives, bad fats, too much salt and sugar, and preservatives in a normal Western diet that play havoc with our cellular health and general well-being. So what we need to do is we need to kind of concentrate on these toxins, and I'm going to show you why. Here's a perfect example of dieting versus cleansing. Now, most diets, most common diets in the media that I'm sure you're aware of, they will all work. Every single diet works, but it only works short term. And one of the reasons for this is that it doesn't concentrate on health. So yeah, you'll lower your calorie intake, and if you look at this top left diagram, there's someone that's overweight and has a lot of toxins and impurities within their body. And what happened is, because it doesn't look at detoxifying or cleansing the system, it just looks at cutting calories, then you become slimmer, but you therefore have a higher concentration of toxin. And your body will then go into emergency fat production to essentially protect your nervous system and to protect your body from these harmful toxins. Because toxins are stored in the cell membrane, the fat membrane of the cell. So if you look at that, that's effectively what most diets do, right? We all lose weight short term, then we get a massive rebound and either put the weight that we've lost straight back on again, or more often than not we put more weight on than we initially lost. If you look at cleansing at the bottom here, start with the same impurities and the same fat body. If we cleanse the system, then we are slimmer with less toxins. So therefore maintenance becomes easy and you get no rebound because you don't need an emergency fats production. So what it means is that cleansing will not only eliminate the toxins making you feel healthier, but your weight loss will be more sustainable. So you'll lose weight and it will be sustained, and it will be much easier to keep off and you won't have this rebound effect that you get from dieting. So what we need to look at is cleansing the system instead of dieting. So what products do we need to give your body a spring clean? There are some products that will cleanse the system and basically eliminate these toxins from the body. Now, some people may think that the whole idea of having to detoxify is complete garbage. Okay, the body already has its own perfectly good detoxification pathways, which is true. Yeah, the liver, kidneys, colon, the skin, all these things sort of happen independent of our conscious thought, and most of the time, yes, this is an amazing waste disposal unit. But you know what happens is that this will work, but on a body that's clean. Okay, if it's overly burdened by modern toxic insult, then basically what happens is these organs that are responsible for waste production will not function properly, and so you just get this massive overload of a massive toxic overload, build up of toxins that will just overwhelm the body and make you sick. So we need to give the body a little bit of a helping hand. You can do it two ways really. You can do the cleanse, which I'm going to talk to you about now, or you could go and get a tube up your backside and get some water jetted up there and flush your system out. I know which one I'd rather do, but if you want to go down that route, you can, of course. So I'm going to tell you the one that I prefer. So what this involves is literally just 10 days. So you'll take 5 capsules 3 times a day for 10 days, and it will give your body a complete cleanse, a very, very gentle cleanse, so it doesn't interrupt with anything you're doing in your daily life. It won't upset your work commitments or anything like that whatsoever. You won't even know. All it will do is it will just be helping those organs, so it will boost the health of your liver and your kidneys and your intestinal system to flush out all those toxins and those things that are being stored in your fat cells. So then once we've eliminated the toxins, your body will be free to just shed the fat because it won't need it anymore. Okay, so it's a really, really quick way of getting the body prepared to lose some fat, which is ideal. While you're doing that, you will take liquid chlorophyll, which is basically just it helps alkalize the system and keeps the blood and your cells in sort of optimum health. Okay, and it's just a little minty drink that you squirt into water, and you just take that as you drink your water through the day. Okay, you follow the 10 days with a Bifidobacillus, which just like basically it's a probiotic, and we've all seen on the adverts about good bacteria, healthy gut. We want to cleanse the system and then focus on your digestive health, because if your digestive health isn't too hot, then you're not going to assimilate the nutrients and get the energy and provide the cells with the sort of nutrients that you should be doing for its optimum health. So we kind of need to improve the health of your gut to improve the health of your digestive system, and these 3 items together form our cleanse protocol, which, as I say, it's 10 days, and then you follow the probiotic until you finish the course, and your body will feel amazing. You'll have clearer skin, you'll have more energy, you'll feel much lighter, and you will not only that, the cleanse you will actually lose about on average 5 to 7 pounds in those 10 to 14 days whilst doing this program, but it sets you up then for weight loss. So you're gonna lose more than 5 to 7 pounds through 21 days, and that's why we can guarantee 10 to 14 pounds. Now, most health issues then are basically a result of 2 interconnected problems. Alright, we've got toxic overload, which we've just discussed, and we've got nutritional deficiency. Basically, the modern diet is shocking. We need to give our our system the sort of nutrients it needs for good health. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to eliminate those foods that are causing ill health and promoting fat storage. So what we need to do is eliminate all those fat storage triggers. So we're talking wheat and gluten. Alright, So for many people, wheat and gluten slow down their metabolism, because they interfere with the digestive system, and we've already talked about the importance of the digestive system. Basically, modern day processing techniques as well will ensure that wheat has been stripped pretty much all of its nutrient content. So it's kind of nutrient dead. And gluten is a sticky substance which binds your digestive system. If you think about when we used to make paper mache at school, and the glue-like substance that you used to use to stick all the paper together was made up of flour and water. And well, gluten is flour and water, so you can imagine what that's doing to your insides. So we want to try and eliminate gluten, especially while we're doing the cleanse protocol, but probably long term it's something that you don't really want to be having too much of. Okay. You need to eliminate caffeine. Simple reason is that you'll be running down your adrenal glands, you'll be running down your health, so you'll tend to have massive energy fluctuations as a result of caffeine and quick sugars, and that can cause insulin storage, like I say, run down your adrenals, so you get very, very low on energy. Even though you think that caffeine gives you energy, it will cause a drop in energy. Red meat, we want to eliminate that just because of how difficult it is to digest. It basically slows your metabolism, decreases digestive efficiency, and is incredibly acidic, and we want to try and have more of an alkaline system. Now, I'm not going to go into this in too much detail in this video, but I'm just kind of giving you some of the reasons why we eliminate these foods. Okay, dairy, we're going to eliminate cow's milk and cheese out of the diet. Now, like wheat and gluten, almost all dairy products have been stripped and heavily processed. Okay, pasteurization, homogenization, they take out the enzymes that are needed to digest them, so it makes them sort of nutrient dead, and it takes more out of the system than it actually puts in. So we think we need cow's milk for calcium, and it actually strips bone of calcium, just due to the processing that's involved. So we'll replace cow's milk for oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk, and rice milk. Alright, you won't actually be having too much of it anyway, but that's what we'll replace it with. Alcohol, quite simply, is a toxin, and it's nutrient deficient. Obviously, it's high in calories and is completely counterproductive if you're trying to lose weight. What you can remember is your body will break this down very, very quickly, so it becomes a sugar in sort of quick, sharp time. Alright, so it's, I'm sure you know that it's a refined sugar, but this plays havoc with the blood sugar levels. Okay, so it basically causes insulin spikes and then fat storage. 1 pint of beer, just so you know, is equivalent to 240 calories, and a glass of wine, so a 250ml glass of wine, contains about 160 calories. So 2 glasses of an evening meal equates to 1,120 calories per week. So if you consider that a pound of fat is equal to 3,500 calories, then it's not rocket science to kind of work out that cutting alcohol is probably a big step for you getting some weight loss quickly. Now, you definitely need to eliminate alcohol while you're doing the 10-14 day cleanse, but I would strongly suggest you go the whole 21 days on this fat flush with none of these fat storage triggers at all. Okay, you'll get much, much better results. Obviously, we need to eliminate processed foods. Modern diets consist of so many over-processed and lifeless foods. They have very, very little enzyme activity, and no fibrous material, so they're not actually giving your body anything at all, just highly processed, highly toxicated foods. Low-fat products are generally full of sugar, so they want to be avoided. Alright, and obviously sugar, quite simply, in a processed state, plays havoc with your blood sugar levels, and we've already said that causes insulin spikes and fat storage. Okay, so these are the things you must take out of your diet, and you may be thinking at this, thinking, oh my god, what the hell am I going to eat? Well, you don't have to worry. You get all the support material you need. You get a 28-day a 21-day recipe book. So shopping lists, recipe books. You get a full cookbook that gives you about 100 pages of recipes that will keep you going forever. You get some coaching manuals to take you through the course. You get 3 live coaching webinars with me. So that's 1 a week over the 21 days, where I'll be coaching you through certain parts of the diet and then giving you extra bits and pieces to do within your coaching workbooks that will help keep you motivated and keep you on track. We also have set up a VIP membership site for all the group members on this course. Now I'm only taking 20 people through this at a time, but all 20 will have access to this VIP membership site where you'll be able to support each other, and there is tons and tons and tons of information. So healthy snacks, articles on certain foods that you want to be eating and why, etc, etc. So you have everything you need to get you through this 21-day program. We also look at hormonal protocols on this system. So you know, if you've done diets before, or you've trained with a PT before, but you always have stubborn fat loss, okay, chances are your hormone, one of your hormones is kaput, or not in balance, I should say. So we can give you specific hormonal protocols to help with belly fat, love handles, muffin tops, bingo wings. If you're storing fat around your bum and thighs, we have the answer for you, and it's all in this 21-day program. So here's a few examples I want to show you, because obviously talk is cheap unless I show you what we can do. Now you probably would have seen some of these guys' photos on the site, and these are all people that have been working with us for 12 weeks. Okay, none of these are 21 days, because you are going to be my first stream of doing the 21-day fat flush. Okay, so these guys, 21 pounds of fat, 14 inches in 12 weeks. Russell, 18 pounds of fat and 11 inches in 12 weeks. Louise, 16 pounds of fat and 10 inches in 12 weeks. And I'm sure you can agree, guys, that these look bloody awesome. Alright, now you can get similar results to this in 21 days, guaranteed that you're going to be at least 10-14 pounds lighter. So if you look at Louise, 16 pounds in 12 weeks, you know, this could be you guys. So what I want to do is show you what to do now. If this is something you want to do, then the next 21-day program starts on the 7th of November. The webinar is 8 till 9 and runs for 3 consecutive weeks. Okay, you get the 28-day nutritional booklet, you get the motivational coaching booklet, you get the cleanse protocol, you get 3 online coaching sessions with me. A total value, guys, of £397, and I'm doing it for 127. The reason I'm doing it so cheap is because you are going to be my first wave of guys to come through this system as it is now, and quite frankly I just want some results and some testimonials off you so that I can promote this for other guys that want to do exactly the same thing as you a few months down the line. So guys, if you want to get on board with this, all you need to do is contact me either through this site or contact me on this telephone number or website email address. And guys, there's 20 places available. That's it. I'm capping it at 20. I only like to work with small numbers, and you know, that's it. So if you want to get involved, you know what to do. Catch you soon. Cheers.